Hi guys, and welcome to another video. Now I'm on my own today, but I found myself back in Conisbrough. Now, if you haven't watched our last video yet, we did come to Conisbrough to explore and investigate the very famous haunted Conisbrough tunnel. So if you haven't checked that video out yet, do go check it out. It's a really good investigation. A little bit funny, a little bit edgy, trying to get away from the place. But yeah, back in Conisbrough. So while we were actually here the last time, and we were sort of exploring the village itself, turns out it is just one of those places on your doorstep that is so interesting. It's got so much history, so many treasures. You've got the historic viaduct, you've got the castle, you've got the old water tower, you've got Conisbrough tunnel, and we just kept thinking to ourselves, like, what other treasures have these little villages on your local doorstep hiding? Well, this village in particular is actually home to so many hidden caves and tunnels under the ground you would not believe. And that is why I'm here today, to try and locate one of these tunnels. So how do you actually locate a tunnel or a cave that's hidden? Well, as it goes, if you know what you're looking for and you know how to find these things, they are literally hidden in plain sight. And I'll show you just what I mean now. So an interesting fact that I've learned while researching these tunnels and these little villages around the South Yorkshire area is if you go on Google Maps and you're sort of scanning around, trying to work out just where these places lie, if you zoom in on this field, for example, you see all these sort of square patches of woodland, and you just usually think nothing of it, and that's exactly what I thought, until you realise these small innocent patches of woodland in the middle of this field isn't just little woodland areas, they're actually hatches to an underground tunnel. So in theory, if you can find the hatches, then you can find the entrance to the tunnel. And literally, if you didn't know any of that, then you would have no idea where to start looking. Right guys, so I've just walked a bit further around the woods. And I've decided to pop out into this field very quickly, because it's obviously a farmer's field, to have a quick look at one of these hatches. It looks so much different in person, doesn't it, when you're looking from the map. Here we go. And right down there, if you can see, which I'm not entirely sure you can, that is our tunnel. And that goes down, I would say, 30 feet. Wow. What a spooky place. Unbelievable. So we're now stood on one of the mounds that you can see from Google Maps. And in theory, we are right above the tunnel. So I think all that is left to do now is go and find it. I'll bring you back when we get there. Well guys, we're here. We have finally made it. And it turns out that woodland that I was in first, right where the shafts were, where we took you at to begin with, nowhere near. Absolutely nowhere near. We had to be across the main road, through another forest. But you know what? I'm so glad we had to make that walk, because what I've seen in here, absolutely incredible. You would not believe we're just in a local mining village, just down the road from where we live. I've seen waterfalls, cave structures, caverns, the lot, and what a phenomenal place. This is just the reason why we go exploring around these places. You just never know what you're going to see on your doorstep. But anyway, we're here for this. Look how small that alleyway is inside. Oh my god. I know I'm a slender fellow, and it's probably a good job that I am in situations like this. But even I'm dreading sliding into that one, into the complete darkness. Anyway, let's get in there see what we can get, see if we can fit, and then check it out. Guys, we've made it. Somehow we've got in, and look at this place. I'm just trying to balance on a bit of a log at the minute. That's where we've just come from. A bit of a squeeze. And here we are, in the mouth of the tunnel. Wow. And already you can see all those styles typical of Victorian building and architecture. I'm not going to lie to you, this tunnel is not even 5 foot tall and about 3 foot wide. So I think my back is going to be in pieces after this, and this just stretches on and on. Oh wow. Honestly, I just don't know what to make of this place. It's like a cave, it's like a tunnel, and here, as you can see, are these great ginormous pipes, which these tunnels were used to lay. So what is the significance of a tunnel like this in a village such as Conisbrough? Well, historically, extremely important. See, tunnels like this were made to lay pipe works to transport fresh water from the local reservoirs between Conisbrough and the nearby village of Edlington. Without these, getting water between the two villages would be nigh on impossible. So yeah, very, very significant and absolute huge pieces of history. Oh, the air is so musty in here, it's like really thick. And I'm sorry if I'm puffing and puffing a little bit, but I'm squatting down. I can't get anywhere near full stretch in here. So date-wise, it's led to believe that this tunnel in particular, was dug sometime between 1860 to 1890. So you could be looking at well over 150 years or so. Oh, this tunnel's getting narrower. Just look at it. You cannot believe that we're right deep into the hillside right now. And eventually we'll be going under that field that we walked through earlier. This is absolutely unreal. I know I probably shouldn't be doing things like this on my own in such a confined space. Every so often you just hear like a noise behind you, like something's walking behind you. And this is where your mind just runs away with you, especially when you're on your own. But Lee does know where I am. And if I stay on radio silence for too long, I'm sure she'll send the search party out. This is incredible. And that little trick I saw on, I told you about on the maps earlier to actually locate, or help locate where these tunnels are. I don't believe it's just sort of valid for Conisbrough. I've seen 2 or 3 of these around this area in particular. So I would imagine, wow, let me just stop there a second, guys. So we've gone from this lovely archway brickwork, and we've come to actual rock. Oh, look at this. Oh, that is bloody beautiful. Oh, just look at the formation. I mean, I don't think I should really be crouched under it for much if I can help it, because that is cracking like a good one. Oh my god, and then look, it then goes to like a squared off section, and it looks like it's got a huge metal roofing, which I would assume is to stabilise it. Just look at that. So in the space of what, 2 metres, we've gone from one kind of tunnel to a rock face to now the squared off part. Unfortunately, it doesn't get any taller though. Well, let's push on and see what else we can find. But yeah, I just don't think that it would have just been kept to this local area. I would assume that all local villages with reservoirs surrounding would use tunnels like this. I know I keep stopping, but my god, just to see something like this. It's just like a big cave structure in the middle of a tunnel. It's just incredible. How on earth do people build stuff like this centuries ago? Honestly, it just blows my mind. Oh, it's just incredible. I can nearly stand up here as well, which is even better. it just blows my mind how people can do this. And it stands the test of time. I'm literally having to walk on the water pipe here, which isn't ideal, but it's the only way you can really get through. Now this pipe in particular is said to be about 1,300 yards long, or about 1,200 metres or something like that, I don't know. Not very good with my measurements, but it might not sound that long, but I'll tell you what, when you're crouched down in a 5-foot tall chamber by 3 foot wide, my God, that seems about 10 miles. It's unreal. I don't know if you can see the exit way down there now. And another thing as well, obviously there's no light down here. Let me turn the lights off. This is what I'd be able to see. Absolutely nothing. I don't know if you can maybe catch a glimpse down there of the small pinprick of light where I've been, but I don't even think you can. Unbelievable. Let's see what else we can find. Right, I've had to stop. I'm taking a bit of a breather. The air is so dry down here. I just need to get a drink or something just to keep going if I can. Just bear with me. There we go. Oh, honestly, I'm getting dripped on quite a lot here, but it doesn't matter. The things you find, this is just unreal. You know, we've been doing this for about 6 months now, and family, few friends do ask, you know, why do you go exploring? Why do you sort of go to these dangerous places? Why do you put yourself through it? Because it can be, you know, anxiety driven, it really can. Especially when you're in places you're not supposed to be and anyone can come and catch you and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know, I think it's just all about living in the moment. And I've always been someone that can't do that. I've always had to have everything planned out in front of me. Like, not just day to day, but future plans and all that kind of stuff. And it gets to the point, and I think we're all quite guilty of it, where you spend that much time thinking about the future, planning for the future, looking ahead to the future. Oh, let's look ahead to better times, let's save up for this, let's save up for retirement, let's save up to leave some of our kids behind when we're not here. You often do forget to live your life and enjoy it moment to moment, because it can be so short, you know. And to think that if we didn't do it, we wouldn't be seeing all these absolutely weird, wonderful and incredible locations that we're able to see through doing it. You know, to say that you've seen something with your own eyes that very few eyes have seen. Yeah, you can see it on videos and you can see it on pictures and all that, but to actually see it yourself, it's incredible. And I feel very lucky to have found someone in Leanne that likes to do this kind of stuff with me. I'm very, very fortunate to have found her. And yeah, my life would have been a completely different turnout if I hadn't. You know, I used to go through some really, really hard times. God, I don't know how we get onto this. I'm going to keep going. It is something that we should all talk about sometimes. And when my daughter was born nearly 6 years ago, I was hit in the face so hard by postnatal depression that I didn't even think guys could get. And I've spent the next 4 years struggling, and yeah, about as close to the bottom of the barrel as I would ever wish to get ever again. You know, there's times where there was a good chance that I wasn't going to be here the next day, and that's the honest truth. And then I met Leanne, and she helped me deal with it. She helped me get things into perspective a little bit more. She helped me change my run of thoughts, how to twist things a little bit and turn a horrendous negative into something of a positive. And the last 2.5 years, that's what I've worked on. And yeah, it's amazing how different I feel now. You can't believe it. I'm still living with depression. It's something that I'm going to have till the day I die. But I'm not just able to get by with it now. I'm able to live with it and thrive on it, you know. And it's allowed me to absolutely shape myself as a person and to come out of it a hell of a lot stronger than I used to be. You know, I'm such a different person now. I'm a better human. I'm a better dad to my beautiful daughter. I'm a better boyfriend. I'm just a better person to be around. And you know what? Hard as it was to go through everything that I went through, I wouldn't change it for the world, because I wouldn't be here right now. So, yeah, there is light at the end of the tunnel, guys. If anyone ever feels like enough is enough, just talk, get help. You'll thank yourself so much. You know, there is light at the end of the tunnel, which is actually quite ironic because there is no light in this tunnel whatsoever. Sorry to drone on, guys. I don't know if I'm going to keep that in or not. That's just come out of nowhere. It's come out of nowhere, but yeah. Right, let's keep moving. So I've been walking for a good 3 or 4 minutes since I last started talking to you. It just gets very eerie. And one reason it's quite eerie is because when I'm talking to the camera, it's like you guys are here with me, and that's kind of a nice feeling. But as soon as we stop talking, got all these shafts down here. As soon as I stop talking and it's just me and the light, you feel very alone. Extremely, extremely alone. And I've also just taken my phone out to take a picture to send Lee. And not surprising, something I didn't think about was there's absolutely no signal whatsoever down here. None whatsoever. And again, I do not like that. Just look at this, guys. Look at this. Oh, I do not like this. This is silly. But absolutely gorgeous at the same time. Look at these beautiful colours on the rocks. You've got to remember that these are literal cave systems. So you're going to have so much beauty on this rock on the inside. I really, truly, I'm dumbfounded by this place. And I'm also so surprised how people all those years ago could build something like this in these conditions, having to literally mine into the cave, into the rock, to lay the pipes, to put the foundations in. It's just absolutely unreal. Oh God. Oh, it's so deadly in here. So deadly. I cannot believe I am looking at this right now. Coming up to another archway now. I wonder if the tunnel's going to change again. Oh, God, I've got to squat right down. Now, I don't know quite how far through this I'm going to go, because I've not even reached the first shaft yet. And that tells you just how slow progress is in here. And I certainly don't want to be coming out here when I've not got any light, when the daylight's faded, because if anything happens down here, my God, you're never getting found, are you? Just look at this. Look at this place. It's very moist in this bit, there's lots of dripping. You can see it all dripping from up here, look, where the water's filtering through the rock. Just keep moving a bit further. Absolutely incredible. People do get down here, obviously, but I mean, my God. Wow, okay, we can stand up. Look at this. Look how tall it goes here. I'd say we're about just over 7 foot now. Oh, which is a bit easier on the back. Oh my God. How incredible. I just want to look at, see if we can see anything cool on these rocks. You can just see all the build-ups where all the water's dripping through and draining. Sorry, my mind's playing tricks on me every so often. Let's keep moving. Okay, we've got a little bit further, and check this out. Hopefully you can see. You can't even see it, oh my God. Okay, there is light at the end of the tunnel, literally speaking. So we might just be about at the first shaft, so let's go and check it out. Oh, see what's what. Now it looks like there's quite a lot of crumble in here. Take your time. lot of crumbling. Now I'm going to have to crawl through here. So just bear with me. I'll see you on the other side. My God, that's been the hardest bit so far, getting through there. Right guys, let's look up. Now do you remember at the start, when we looked down the shaft? It was this one, the first one after the woods. Unbelievable, look how high up it is. You really do feel a little bit insignificant in here. But just look at that. You know what, it just gives so many of those cave horror story vibes, where they get lost in the caves and they're so close yet so far from civilization. You can literally hear it, but you can't get out of it. Wow. Absolutely awesome. I'm going to go a little bit further and see if there's anything different. I mean, look at that. That is a small squeeze. If I can get through that, we'll keep going. Guys, what a find. Look, I was just about to try and squeeze through there. And look what we've got. We've got a frog. How amazing. Look at that. What a beautiful little creature. Hello, mate. You know what, you're my only friend down here. How surreal. I mean, you can see why frogs would be in an area like this, so damp and moist and dark and yeah, all that, but he's moving. Wow. Oh, check, he's quite a big boy and all. Look at that. What a brilliant little find. Ah, honestly, this explore, unreal. Let's keep moving. See you later, mate. Back down we go. So unfortunately, guys, I got to a section of tunnel, much like where Mr. Frog was back there, that seemed to have filled in, and I don't know if it's maybe been filled in from the shafts at the top, whether people realise that, yeah, folk are coming down here to explore and they're trying to make the holes as tight as possible. And I think that's what's happened there, so there was no way in hell that I was going to get through that on my own. And I don't particularly want to put that down there, machinery down there, didn't particularly want to try on my own because it's, yeah, let's face it, not safe. So we're going to slowly make our way back the way we've come. But honestly, I dare say if you walk all the way to the other end, you're just going to get so lost anyway, because I could be at the other end by now and I wouldn't even realise, because it all looks the same. But it's absolutely incredible. I think what would be cool, and I don't know if I'm going to have the time to check after this, to try and get to Edlington and see where it comes out. That could be interesting. Mind you, it took me nearly 2 hours to find this bloody entrance, let alone one in a village that I have got no idea where I am in there. Absolutely incredible place, guys. And to think that tunnels like this are hidden everywhere, under towns, under cities, villages. I know in the town that we live, there's said to be miles and miles and miles of tunnels, and some of them come out in churches, some of them come up in pubs. You just do not know. And all these are, you know, all these very old Victorian tunnels, they're obviously made for reasons, and I don't think any of us particularly know the exact reasons. I know some of it was for transport, some of it was for getting goods from A to B, such as this one. But honestly, some of the secrets that history really holds. It's great to have mysteries sometimes, isn't it? We all like to solve things, but I don't know, I think some things are best left unsolved because it lets you use your imagination. So we're just about there, guys. Let's go turn the light off. We can see light. Look at that little pinprick of light. Oh, I tell you what, never am I looking forward to more taking a nice soupy breath of that oxygen. Oh God, it is just so humid, and well, it's weird, it's humid yet the air feels so dry. We're just about there, and we're back to that like 4 foot tall ceiling again. So we're almost there. It's like we're getting ready to exit the womb. We're getting squeezed right down to the pelvis, the cervix, and we're about to be reborn. And I can't bloody wait. I just hope there's a nurse out there ready to slap my ass. Let's do this. That feels so bloody nice. Oh my God. We squeezed out. We are born into the world again. What a place. What a sight to see. Unbelievable. And I tell you what, it ain't half daunting in there. You certainly wouldn't want to meet someone else. One, because you won't be able to get past them, but two, there is no escaping someone in there. Honestly, incredible place, incredible history, incredible village, incredible sights. Thank you so much for being on this journey with us. Hopefully you've watched this far, and if you have, do consider liking the video. It all helps. Comment below. We love talking to you guys. We love talking to our community. Not enough people talk to us. We'll always reply. So come on, pull your fingers out. Get typing, get texting. Love it. We absolutely love speaking to you and building up our little community. It's great. And yeah, if you haven't already, do consider hitting that subscribe button and tickle that little bell icon so you'll never miss a video. Honestly, we've got so many more videos to do like this. You just do not know what is on your doorstep until you get out there and look for it. So get out there and bloody look. Honestly, you will thank yourselves. God damn, you'll thank yourselves. If anyone's got any areas like this around them, do leave a comment below and we'll be sure to come and check it out. We might even get to say hi. So yeah, until the next one, guys, take care.